Hello friends, I'm back. We are going to do another galaxy pour, and I have a whole row of different colors, and what I've done is I've actually made a little drawing of a cup, and then I put my colors on the layers so that I can follow this without getting too confused. And that's just it's a good idea to write them down, write your order, and you can change it a little bit. Anyway, my colors are Artist Loft White with satin enamel added from Deco Art. The navy is Sapphire. It's a deep sapphire by Deco Art in a denim, dark denim I think is what it was called. It's a satin enamel, and I like to add the satin enamel to my blue as well. I think it helps in the development of the cells. And then I have a turquoise here. This is from Liquitex. It's a beautiful color. And the light blue is Peacock Pearl. Can't remember who makes Peacock Pearl. Dioxazine Purple. This isn't actually dioxazine purple. It's a little bit lighter than the dioxazine. It is a heavy-bodied paint, but I also added, let's see, it is Prism Violet from Liquitex, and then this Valspar color samples that I get, and that's the color. It doesn't actually say what the color is because it's a sample, but anyway, those two together. So it's a little bit lighter than the dioxazine purple. And let's see, and then the gold is the 24 karat gold. I only had about 1/4 of a cup, so I added some of this. It's from M&M. Let me see. Modern Master. Sorry, I can't see very well. It's Pharaoh's Gold. The problem is it is a satin finish, so I added it to the Extreme Sheen because it was awfully close to that color, and then I added some of this medium. It's acrylic pearlescence mixing medium, and it's just very, 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 very sparkly. It's got a lot of mica in it, and that brightens it up, kind of counteracts the matte finish. So those are the colors. Let's get to layering. I'm going to put a little bit of white. I usually don't use white in the bottom, but I'm going to. Ooh, there's a lot of static in that cup. My turquoise. Light blue. Should match with these colors. And dioxazine purple, or the purple. Gold. Quite a bit of gold right there. And then white. This just makes layering so much quicker. Oops, I'm going to end up knocking that over. That would be a mess. I'm not adding a whole lot of this purple to it because I know what it can do. I ended up with a painting that was just nothing but purple, it seemed. I'm going to add a little gold right here. I have the navy, but I don't want to make brown, so I'm just going to do that. And then I'll do the navy. A little more gold. Some white. My peacock pearl blue. Maybe. Turquoise. Turquoise. I think I'm going to add just a tiny bit of gold right on top here. Now I'm going to add a little bit. So now I better do that. And block that color with that. And then a little bit of this. I don't have much left. That'll do. Okay. And there you go. Just move all this stuff out of the way. I make such a mess. All right. Put a little puddle in the middle. Big old air bubble. All right, let's get to pouring. I have a lot of bubbles in this because I literally just mixed these paints. So, let's see. Oh, I added some black in that navy too. I always add black to it, just a little bit. Perfect. All right. Looks pretty good. Not quite lined up. All right. Looking really good. I really, really like it when I can get it going this way and have kind of like a path effect. I just love that, but it's not easy to do, and so I'm going to stick with this orientation. It's really hard to photograph these when they're at a diagonal like this. Just gonna stretch it out just a tiny bit. Yes, you really have to pop these bubbles. I usually do this to bring them up. This paint is super thick, and so it's kind of hard to drive those bubbles to the top, but you need to do that. Okay, let's, I want to straighten this out just a little bit. That's better. A little bit better anyway. Ooh. I really, really love that like night sky look. That's why I do a lot of dark colors. Empty. So it's just these corners. Ah, that's good enough. This one's going to be a beaut. All right, let's get to stretching. This really wants to be orientated a different way, so I'm going to accommodate it. It's going to be interesting. It really wanted to be turned, and I'm not sure which way I want to turn it. I think I might go back the other way. I hope I don't mess this up. Off the edge. As you move that paint, more air bubbles come up, and so I just keep popping them. I am going to take this right off this corner now. Or close to it. Brought it to center yet. Okay, let it sit for a minute. It's adding a little color to this. I'll probably end up pouring that off, but okay, I'm going to wash my hands. Okay, let's torch one more time. You have to pull this off the corners. And, wow, yeah, it's really pretty. try not to, my paint's way up there. So the orientation, it just keeps shifting, probably because I rotated it. I didn't pour it straight, which is fine. But I think I'm going to stretch this down, and that's going to pull that down. I really love the colors and the patterns in this piece. And I really like it when I can get it to turn and give me the pattern in a different orientation. I just think it is prettier. Well, it's beautiful both ways, but for hanging purposes and so on, I like this orientation. I can't make up my mind. It looks like the wind is just really whipping this paint or the pattern. Let's see if I can just stretch this out just a little bit more right here. Without destroying the piece, which I've been known to do. I'm going to go up to that top corner and stretch this one side as much as I've stretched the other side. See if that gives me a little bit more balance to my eye. This is really pretty. This part here almost looks like a stairway. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and clean the paint off my floor, and I'll bring you in. So, I'm looking at this, And I really want to do something about this right here. And I'm thinking if I can move this and then bring it around, it's going to kind of feather to that side. I'm going to try it. I may end up scraping it if I mess it up, but I really, really like it. It's just, it's really soothing colors, and the patterns are just gorgeous, I think. So that's what I'm going to try, because this kind of looks flat to me. Let's see where my paint is, and if I have enough. I may not have enough. Just want to take it right to the edge and then kind of curl it around if I can. Like that. Without disrupting my center too much. The center needed to be opened a little bit, I think, because it's got some really pretty features. Yeah. Don't you think that's better? It pushed this part back a little bit and wrapped this around, and I think the balance is better. This just to me looks like a stairway. Okay, now I'm really done, for sure. So she says as she continues. I can't make up my mind. Oh yeah, I like that. I really do. The whole top just looks, it just looks like it's in motion. Everything's like just spinning and moving. Alright guys, I really, really am done. I'm going to wash my hands and bring you in. Here we are. Look at the movement in this piece. It's like that's blowing that way, and this looks like it's blowing down, almost making like a vortex. And then this is being, I just think it's cool. Those are just a bunch of cells. Look at the colors in these. I warped the center a little bit, but that's okay, because when I was pouring, I went back and forth pretty rapidly to get a pattern that wasn't just the lines, and I achieved that. So stretching it left that pattern. It didn't make it look crazy. I just love all the movement in this piece. Alright, well, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this piece, and if you want me to continue to show you how I layer my cups, because it makes the videos longer if I do that, and telling you the paints that I'm using. I had stopped doing that for a while, but anyway, let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye-bye.